Do you think Diddy gonna tell on somebody or
Diddy's going to
is
tell on everybody. The question is, who is he going to tell on first? I keep saying it. You know what I mean? Like you need to get Nasquiat out the way. You got to get him out the way because that's the person he should be most afraid of because that's the person he's done the most dirt with. I
so?
guarantee you, it was Sean Carter that convinced him everything was going to be okay when he got surprised, detained. I guarantee you, it was Sean Carter that made sure he put it. He does this to everyone. He did it to L.
Man, that's crazy.
He's been a
So
government before. He's been a government informant since before he was an artist. He became an artist because
who P
that's
Diddy?
where. No,
Oh, Ice
Sean
Cube.
Carter.
Oh, Jay
Sean
Z.
Carter.
Okay, Jay Z. All right.
Like, don't nobody ask about how that whole thing wrapped up with him, Pow Pow, and his brother and his mom covering it up, and he never had to do a day in jail for it. Like, why does he keep getting to do terrible things to people? And he'll never got to go to jail. And it's been that way his whole life since he was a kid in Marcy Projects. Maybe there's a reason why he's not allowed to go back. I promise you this, if people really wanted Jay-Z sentenced and judged accurately, they should just send him to Marcy.
I heard he gentrified that over there or something.
He ain't gentrified nothing. He paid a lot of money to cover up for all of the terrible things he's done. He's a terrible person. He is worse than Diddy. And you want to know why? See, Diddy, he got compulsion problems. Everything that Sean Carter does is calculated. He
Mm.
don't have no friends and he don't love nobody.
He don't love Beyonce.
He don't love nobody.
Is that a real relationship or is they just acting for the power?
Well, they're both in the witchcraft. So
Ooh.
I'm sure there is a special kinship between the two of them. But see, for her to be a girl who's so dumb that all of her weaves have a higher IQ than her, for a man to come into her life that looks like he's got the power and looks like he's got the juice, and she so desperately wanted to be the one, the one, the one. She was willing to screw her sister over for it. So was her mama. Like, people don't want to understand what all of this means. They're from Louisiana.
Right.
She's a bayou witch.
Mm.
And she former prostitute. The mom,
Oh wow, I don't know that.
yeah. Yeah, when she got that hair salon down there, that was her elevation. That's why she never had a problem with what Matthew was doing with his peepeeska. Pimps
Did
usually sleep around.
What about the Aaliyah Jay Z dynamic? Did Jay Z have something to do with that? Do you
Of
think that Aaliyah?
course. Of course. Of course. She wasn't supposed to run off with Dave.
Right,
Nobody thought she would go for Dame. Dame had such a bad temper. And he was hard to talk to. But when he got around her, he just softened right up. And she just had a way of just, and I think that scared a lot of people because Dame is a force. And to have a woman like that in his life that everyone loved and adored, and having him as her main protector and that could have been a very, 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 actually, the couple that Jay-Z and Beyonce pretend to be, that's what Dame and Aaliyah would have been in real life. And
right.
they wouldn't have had to fake it.
So
But
do
they
so do Dame know this? Because I was looking at this picture right here. I see Dame, I see Aaliyah, I see Jay, I see P Diddy. It's a picture of them. They all laying in the bed. So my question is that why
Jay-Z
Dame and
thought
Jay?
he had it made. Jay-Z thought he had it made. He thought he had it, but you can see right there in that picture, it was Dame's hand around Aaliyah. And
Right.
they would, and you, the favor. Do you see the natural favor?
Yeah.
Jay-Z had been courting Aaliyah for about 4 months before that party. Nobody knew though. He was all
Mm.
done so quiet. He was waiting for her to give in to him so he could start calling Page Six so they could be photographed together. And every time he would try to set it up, she would ditch him. She knew he was using her for clout. And look at hype. Look at hype. I swear to God, I can't wait to get
Is that
my
Clyde
hands
Davis right
on
there?
him.
Is that
Where?
Clyde? You see this picture? They laying in the bed. Can you see it?
Oh no, Clive Davis isn't in that picture. I can tell you exactly who's in that picture from left to right. You got Dame there with that white girl, and she's a witch. Her mother is a grand witch.
Mm. Who's the
That
black
girl right there, the white girl, the
next to
only
Dame?
white girl in the picture, next to Dame, in between Dame and Andre Harrell.
Oh, that's Andre Harrell. Okay. Okay.
There are so many of his victims in this picture. It's disgusting. So you got Dame there, good Hebrew man, and then you got that witch. I won't even say her name because I don't want anybody following her. She be mesmerizing people. But they used
Mm.
to keep her around to mesmerize people, get them suggestible, and then they would drug them and then do what they needed to do. You got Andre Harrell in the middle. That's the black bald man in the middle. And that was the man who mentored Puffy into the game. Now, see, that's the man that got Kim Porter her first Mercedes Benz. I'll never forget. Wasn't it that E Class? That E Class 350, was it? Something like that? Yeah, I think it was. Got it brand new for her after she finally let him know that she copied all the tapes of him and Diddy having sex. That's how Kim got that first Mercedes when she was still his assistant at Uptown Records. Now you got Aaliyah there, and then after that, you had who? The Diddler.
Look at
And
this
then
one
you
though.
had and then you had J Lo. And allegedly that was when they were secretly married.
Mm.
Busta Rhymes being in those pictures right now does not look good.
Man, nobody look good in these pictures. I'm trying to
Do
find
you
a
see
picture.
J Lo? Look at J Lo.
Yeah, she
She
like she.
can't take. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
She looked like she was having a good time.
Well, allegedly that was her husband at that time.
Right.
Allegedly, her and the diddler was secretly married, and Benny Medina's the one that made it all go away before anybody found out about that after what happened to Natanya Rubin in that club.
Right. I was trying to find a picture. It's a picture with Aaliyah. She like holding Jay-Z hand. Jay-Z, he like standing behind Aaliyah and she like
He's
holding
always
it.
standing behind someone. You've never noticed that. He's a
So Jay,
loomer. He's a loomer.
yeah, I'm like, hold on. It looked like Aaliyah. It looked like Aaliyah was getting passed around. I don't want to believe
They were
that.
they were drugging her like they do everyone else.